Your retirement may already be disappearing, not through gambling, not through luxury, not through one disastrous investment. It may be disappearing because everyone needs you. Your daughter needs rent. Your son needs a car. Your mother needs medicine. Your father needs daily care. Everyone receives a piece of your paycheck. Everyone except the older version of you. This is the Gen X savior complex. Your generosity is funding everybody else's present lifestyle while your own financial future is quietly being dismantled. You call it helping. Your retirement account calls it missing money. 54%. That share of Americans in their 40s is squeezed between aging parents and children needing support. 36%. That share remains sandwiched even through their 50s. Generation X was taught fierce independence early. Now, that childhood strength creates a dangerous promise. My children will never struggle like I did. Beautiful, a temporary rescue becomes a monthly obligation. A loving parent becomes an invisible payroll department. Rent gets covered. Car insurance gets covered. Phone bills get covered. Streaming services remain attached to your card. Groceries are purchased during every difficult month. College balances are softened whenever possible. Emergency loans are quietly forgiven after payday. Adult child support is becoming financially normal. 59% of parents with children aged 18 through 34 gave them money during one recent year. 36% of those helping parents said their own finances were damaged at least somewhat. That means the sacrifice is not always harmless. It may be presented as love today, while the financial consequences are postponed until retirement arrives. Consider Mark, 54 years old. His daughter moved home after losing work. Her old bedroom became available immediately. The real costs arrived more quietly. $300 monthly went toward groceries. $200 covered her car insurance. $100 kept her phone connected. Another $300 helped with student loans. $900 monthly was being transferred. Mark called it temporary. 20 months later, nothing had meaningfully changed. $18,000 had already disappeared. That amount was not merely spent. Future growth was also surrendered with it. Then comes co-signing. $40,000. That car loan belongs to your child emotionally. Legally, however, it can belong to you completely. A co-signer is responsible when the borrower cannot pay. Missed payments may damage both credit reports. Repossession may still leave an unpaid balance. Collection pressure may then reach the co-signer directly. The car remains in your child's driveway. The financial risk sits inside your retirement plan. Saying yes feels loving for 5 minutes. Paying later can last 6 or 7 years. The second pressure comes from aging parents. 63 million Americans provided family care in 2025. Nearly 1 in 4 adults became caregivers. Almost 1/3 of caregivers were also raising children. This is the sandwich generation in motion. Medication is purchased. Appointments are managed. Transportation is provided. Home repairs are quietly absorbed. Work hours are reduced during repeated emergencies. Retirement contributions are paused when care costs rise. Exhaustion creates another cost nobody calculates. Medicare is often misunderstood during this crisis. Long-term custodial care is generally not covered by Medicare. Bathing assistance may be needed. Dressing assistance may be needed. Transportation may be needed. Meal support may be needed. Families frequently discover the gap after the crisis begins, when decisions are emotional and time is already disappearing. Now consider Susan, 57 years old. Her mother needs help staying safely at home. $1,500 is contributed monthly. Susan reduces her retirement deposit by the same amount. The family sees a daughter doing everything possible. Her future sees $18,000 missing yearly. 5 years later, $90,000 has vanished. The lost compounding remains invisible. That is the most brutal part. Opportunity cost never sends you an invoice. $10,000. Removed at age 52, that money is gone today. At a hypothetical 7% return, it could have grown beyond $27,000 by age 67. $500 monthly creates an even larger wound. Redirected for 15 years, that amount could represent roughly $158,000 of lost future value. These are illustrations, not guaranteed investment returns. But the principle is unavoidable. Every rescued dollar has 2 separate prices. Today's price is visible. Tomorrow's missing growth is not. Only 43% of non-retired Americans aged 45 through 59, recently believed their retirement savings were on track. That should change how every rescue is evaluated. Your family may need help. Your future also needs help. The savior complex begins when your future is always chosen last. Guilt keeps the system alive. If I refuse, I am selfish. If my child struggles, I have failed. If my parent suffers, I am ungrateful. Those thoughts feel moral. They are not always financially honest. Real support should create stability. Permanent rescue can create dependence instead. Your child may postpone difficult choices because you keep absorbing their consequences. Your siblings may contribute less because you always volunteer first. Your employer may expect endless flexibility because you never protect your time. Everyone adapts around the person who never says no. Eventually, your sacrifice becomes their financial plan. That is the hidden mistake. Generosity is not the enemy. Unmeasured generosity is. Financial triage must now replace financial guilt. Retirement contributions should be protected before lifestyle subsidies. Employer matching should never be casually surrendered. Emergency help should receive a clear dollar limit. Monthly support should receive a final date. Adult children living home should contribute something. Co-signed debt should be avoided unless you can personally repay every remaining dollar. Caregiving responsibilities should be divided among siblings before exhaustion decides everything. Medicaid eligibility, veterans benefits, community programs, insurance, and local aging services should be investigated before personal retirement money is emptied. Help can also be given without cash. Research can be offered. Transportation can be shared. Budgets can be built together. Cheaper alternatives can be found. Emotional support can remain strong while financial boundaries become stronger. One question should guide every future rescue. Does this help create independence, or does it quietly finance dependence? Ask another question. What will this decision cost the 70-year-old version of me? Your children can choose a cheaper vehicle. Their wedding can become smaller. Roommates can reduce expensive rent. Care responsibilities can be divided more fairly. But nobody will lend you money for retirement. Nobody. Saving yourself is not abandoning your family. It prevents your children from rescuing you later. Your greatest financial mistake may not be greed. It may be love without limits. And your retirement will survive only when everyone you love stops receiving permission to spend it.